This is Rebecca Keppel. I'm here for Scrapbook Circle today, and I'm here using the May Scrapbook Circle kit, and I'm going to use some partial die cutting to create shaped cards. This is a super easy technique. I use it all the time. I love manual die cutting. So any shapes that you have in your dies, but I love these wafer thin dies that are nested so that you get the card base out of the largest shape and then some layerable elements out of the smaller shapes. So again, you can use flowers, you can use hearts, you can use circles. I'm going to use circles today to create a new card. So I need a piece of pattern paper that's a bit wider than my die, and then I need it to be twice longer so that I can fit my die on it when it's folded over. So I have a 12-inch strip here, and I'm just folded it in half. I'm gonna layer my die over the fold, but I'm gonna leave a little bit hanging off. And this is what the fold of the card is gonna be right here, because it's not going to cut where the die is not touching the paper. So I'm gonna lay my paper down, I'm gonna put my die on top, make sure it's where I want it, put my top cutting plate on, and then I'm just going to run it through my Sizzix machine. And you can see when I take the die off the plate that it did not cut here on the fold, so that I can open up my card and I have a nice shaped card. So now I can use the smaller dies to create some other elements, and we can layer this up and make a fun card. So I think in the next size, I'm going to cut a piece from the Amy Tangerine 6x6 pad that was included in the add-on. So I'm going to cut that out. And if I feel like it's too big, I think this is fine though. You do get to see some of the little dots on the outside. And then I'm going to cut another piece of pattern paper from a slightly smaller die. Okay. And that's starting to look fun. And then the nice thing about these wafer thin dies is they cut great through paper, but they also cut through things like the corrugated sheet that came in the kit. So I'm just going to cut off a piece here. So I don't need the whole sheet. And I'm going to use the next smallest die to cut that. And you can see it cut with absolutely no problems. So I'm just working on my layers here. Okay, with the next smallest die, I'm going to cut out another sheet of the 6x6 paper. These dots are fun. And we have a lot of layers here. We can do it either symmetrically or we can kind of do them off center. And then let's see, I think that's probably enough, and then we're going to use some embellishments to finish up this card. So once I went to put the card together, I actually decided to change up the coloring a little bit. I went from pinks to blues to match this bow. I popped up this layer here with some Thermoweb 3-dimensional adhesive. These are the 3D Zots. I'm going to put this all together on my base here, which remember is folded in half, so it's my circular card base. And I'm just going to layer this on top. And then I found that the Amy Tangerine thickers, that are these little circular chipboard pieces, fit perfectly on the Zots. So I thought it'd be fun to kind of pop up my sentiment too. So I just stuck them onto the wax paper, and then peeling them off, they are pretty sticky, so just be careful there. But it's fun because it gives an extra pop of dimension. The chipboard's already dimensional, and then you get it even further popped up, which is fun. You can see that from the side there. And these Thermoweb Zots are clear, so it's kind of cool that you can't really see the adhesive. And then I just thought I would use some Zots for blings to add some of these sequins on. These are really tiny adhesive dots, so you can just stick your sequin on the release paper here, and when you pull it off, you get your Zot stuck on the back there. So we'll just use a couple of these as well. And there you have a quick three-dimensional shaped card made with partial die cutting. Thanks so much for stopping by.